Johnny Stephen here from IrishBoxing.com with Gary Spike O'Sullivan. We haven't talked to you since it's signed, sealed and delivered, the Eubank fight. Are you over the moon?
Yeah, delighted, absolutely delighted. This eventually happened, and I got my man and where I want them, and can't wait.
Do you think you got him at the perfect... You've been calling him out for maybe 3 years. Do you think you probably would have been better off getting him a year ago? Has he got time to improve? And
I don't think so, no. He hasn't been very active, and in that time he's had a defeat and hasn't been very active, and no, I don't think he's improved from what he has been.
What did you see in him that made you want to fight him? Was it dislike your personality, or you just thought you could beat him? And
well, he's got a big name. He's got a box office name. Through his father, not through his own merit. There's tougher fights out there, but you wouldn't get as much money to fight him. That's the reality of it. And, it's a world title eliminator, whereas you could have other fights that'd be tougher, less money, and you wouldn't get a world title eliminator for him. So it's a no-brainer.
And the world title eliminator, I presume that's just an extra caveat to it. It just makes it all the sweeter.
Just absolutely delighted with that, as you said. Ice on top of the cake. Delighted I got Eubank eventually, and now that it's a world title eliminator, it's not a bonus.
Yeah, and we were talking to Pascal last week, and he was saying mind games will play a part, and you're going to get in his head. Have you talked to Steve about how he affected Eubank Senior? And taking any advice there, or have you any specific plan, or you just think he doesn't like it and you're in his head?
I don't think I really need a plan. I think the guy's afraid of me, and that's what I honestly believe. And doing it, the bell rings and he gets hit by me, he's going to be even more afraid, and it's going to destroy him. I don't think I need to get into his head too much.
We've never seen him hurt, but you're confident you have the power to hurt him?
Definitely, I have the power to hurt anybody. At 160 pounds, no problem. Once I land with either hand, I can hurt you. I think he might have chin like his father, but I'm one of the hardest hit punchers in the world.
You reckon you would have knocked out his dad?
Possibly. I think similar in size to myself, and everyone's only human, and I believe if anyone around my own size, once I land cleanly on them, that's it.
Do you think he'll try and box you early doors? No, he hasn't really boxed many of his fights, but do you think he'll try and box you early doors?
Possibly. I think it's immaterial what he tries to do, because he's just going to have no answer for me. I'm going to be all over him like a rash. Throwing so many punches, he won't be able to do nothing. It's like going to be like Jake LaMotta, the Raging Bull. If you keep on punching, he can't hit you back. And with the power and the ferocity, I'm going to be throwing these punches. No matter what he does, he's done.
And then, in terms of camp, you were sparring Jermaine Taylor. You just tell us a little bit about that, and then just camp coming up. Have you anything different planned, or?
Well, I've been training for the last 19 weeks.
Yeah.
I sparred Frank Buglioni for 2 of his fights. Then I continued after his fight to prepare for my own fight in Boston. I had my fight in Boston. Then I went down to Florida, done a bit of sparring with Jermaine Taylor. Done a bit of wrestling with alligators down there, which was pretty tough. It was grueling stuff, very, very tough. That was something different. I'm going training with Conor McGregor's strength and conditioner trainer for this fight, for flexibility, mobility, and conditioning.
And have you not won for strength and conditioning before, were you?
I've done a bit before the Fitzgerald fight with the Marduk. I was going to leave no stone unturned for this fight, and I'm going to stay in Dublin full time. Take things more serious than ever.
And
it's a big opportunity to provide for my family, and taking this fight more seriously.
Just like beating Eubank on Sky would probably be nearly as good as winning a world title in terms of career opportunities. Do you reckon?
I think so. Yeah, with the public interest, I think it's arguably there's not many fights we get more public interest in this fight, I think. Yeah,
and just where you're sitting on the ring where you stopped Anthony Fitzgerald. Oh no, it's not actually. No, but someone was saying that because of the sort of smack talk building up to that, and it made you a different animal, and when you've sort of talked down Eubank, not so much pressure on you to perform, but gives you the extra incentive that you have to back up your words. Is that the case?
Absolutely. I thrive on that. I absolutely love it. The bigger the crowd, the better I perform. I find it hard to get up for smaller shows and with opponents where people have less interest. I love the attention. I love the crowd and the lights, and I absolutely love boxing on Sky. was a dream of mine to fight, and I'd never thought I'd get the opportunity because I was with Frank Warren for so many years and I was boxing on Box Nation. But no, I always wanted to box in Sky. I had 2 opportunities and I knocked out both guys in both nights. I feel better, amazing when I fight there.
Well, these are, if you say you light the lights, these are the brightest lights that are ever going to be on you, so we're going to see the best ever Spike O'Sullivan.
Absolutely, 100%, and I'm just going to absolutely destroy him.
Lovely, I appreciate you talking to us, Spike.
My pleasure as always,
Thanks.
Thank you.